And I'm sure you saw Honorable Minister Royal Reid there. Let me apologize for his absence. He did say that he wanted to be here. He supports this program 100%. But I think he's called on duty in Jamaica. About a month ago, I met this gentleman, and I've seen him at probably 5 or 6 other events since then. But I had the honor of going to a reception in his honor last week, and I found out some more things about him. I'd like to welcome on stage the comedian, the actor, the dramatist, our new Consul General to Miami, Mr. Oliver Meir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That sounds weak. All right, let me try up there. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me try this side. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This side now. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would just like to say a big thank you to the warm welcome I've received from the South Florida family. It's much appreciated. And, you know, when you pick up and you leave your yard, and you come into a new community and everybody welcomes you, it's really nice. And so I want to say, first of all, I want to say thank you. The second thing I'd like you to do is just look to the person beside you and tell them, thank you for coming. Even if you bought the ticket for them, right? Just shake their hand and say, thank you for coming. And don't feel bad if you got a complimentary ticket. That's fine. Mr. Master of Ceremony is Mr. Leo Gillins, former Prime Minister, the most honorable Mr. P.J. Patterson. Ladies and gentlemen, all politicians many times get a hard rap. They get blamed for everything. And I would like to publicly just recognize a gentleman who's our longest serving Prime Minister. Let's give him a big round of applause. Going into the supermarkets, and I buy a range of products whenever I travel in Jamaica, okay? So, but I must make a little confession. Every time I pick up a Lasco product, I always say to myself, this gentleman is really trying hard to provide quality products at affordable prices. Mr. Lasco chain, Lascelles chain. And you know, just hearing that you are now the sponsor of the Olympics program, I'm very excited about that because, ladies and gentlemen, Jamaicans continue to make us extremely proud. Boy, if I was proud to be Jamaican, trust me, it turn up. And I'm excited that from this region, we have the majority of girls on the Reggae Girls team come from South Florida. So if you see me taking some pictures with them and facilitating some matches, I see a certain gentleman, I don't recognize him, he just stepped in, you know. We'll be talking about really ensuring that our girls get the full support. I'm a proud wagonist. I knew nothing about the Reggae Girls until I see them qualify. And I just post it on Facebook, congrats. So I'm a proud wagonist, right? former Mayor Wayne Messam, Mayor of City of Miramar, Broward County Commissioner Mr. Dale Holness. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pause here. Folks, when we see how our Jamaicans are doing so well, we have 11 elected officials right here in South Florida. You are making us very proud, very, very, very proud. Okay? Continue to do the good work. In fact, if you hear a little thing in my voice, it's not that I'm trying to get a ruskier voice, but I was in Atlanta, and sometimes, you know, they call and say, you come to hot Atlanta. Well, it was not hot Atlanta. It was very cold. Very, very cold. And ladies and gentlemen, after confessing her, my wife tell me before, she say, Oliver, please pluck some extra clothes. I said, no, man, I'm cool, man. And my 12-year-old daughter, Serena, said, no, Daddy, you really have to listen to Mommy this time. Please, go and buy something. I said, Serena, I got it. Well, thank you for Cheryl Winter. I have to make a little confession. I think confession is good for the soul. She gave me a little cup. She poured a little thing in there. I had to apologize to the former Prime Minister that if him smell a little thing, you know. Good. All right. But the voice sounded much better, you know. Trust me, it was worse. Trust me. Mr. Peter Chin, Dr. Rosalie Hamilton. You know, this lady used to lecture me when I was doing my MBA, and I used to give her enough trouble, right? But you know, Steve Jobs always says in life that dots connect. And the very first person to reach out to me when me get the little boss, right? was Professor Rosalie Hamilton, and we had a meeting. Yes. Mr. Stephen Newland, Director of REAP. Please note, sir, the color that I'm wearing today. Red. I'm a proud Campion graduate. And every time I say proud Campion graduate, everybody says, eh. But I must recognize Gary also from Campion, who is here. The CEO, Gary Peart. No, man, what kind of thank you clap now, man? And his boss, Chris Berry, in tribute to Campion, also wore red, his red bow tie. So, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, today no, how could I do this? I need to also recognize my namesake. Mr. Oliver Samuel, sir, big up. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate the inaugural benefit gala of the Lasco Chin Foundation here in South Florida. Congratulations to the organizing team. They did a lot of work. Several meetings have taken place to make this event a reality. This has been a long dream of Mr. Lasco Chin, which is now coming to fruition. The inspiration for the foundation was a result of the life and work of one of Jamaica's most influential entrepreneurs. Looking at, one of the missions, as you've heard from the video, I won't go into the details with that, but looking at, everybody knows that even though we're making inroads with the issue of crime, it's still a big issue for us. And looking at the crime-impacted communities in Jamaica, with a view to helping at-risk youth develop relationships, goals, and capacities to break the cycle of poverty and crime through education and entrepreneurship. We really need to give our youths a chance. I was in Atlanta just this weekend, as I mentioned, for the Diaspora Conference. And here I want to just recognize many of the persons here in this room. I had no idea so much work was taking place with persons here in South Florida, giving back to the community, part of the diaspora. Listen, there's no such thing as a diaspora, and then there's Jamaica. We're one Jamaica, and I want to thank you all for your continued support. Folks, this is an important intervention taking place from LASCO to be a part of what we offer the community, part of the offerings from the diaspora. I believe 35% of the GDP numbers come from the diaspora. So you have a voice, and we want that voice to be heard even stronger. That was the theme of the Diaspora Conference. I don't know if it's a liquid drink. I was at it. Yeah. I just come from the conference too, you know. Letting your voice be heard through leadership. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the first couple of times I've come, you know, people say that I give a lot of. Folks, I want to recognize Scarlett Dillion, our timekeeper. Very good. Thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, in wrapping up, yes, wrapping up. When I was at Jamaica Broilers, I had the opportunity of doing a program called HACCP Analysis, Critical Control Point. And I must brag a little. I did the advanced stage, and I was very proud about that accomplishment. But one of the things it speaks to is channeling resources towards where you'll get the biggest bang for buck. What LASCO is doing is channeling the resources to where, based on the science, where it is that we're going to get the biggest bang for buck. The kids who are most likely to become offenders. They're channeling the resources there. This is a legacy project. I'm speaking to the community to say, let us support this 100%. We always talk about how we want the private sector to get more involved. They're really putting their, how the saying go? Excellent. Very good. So in closing, Scarlett, I want to leave you with these words from former President of the United States, Theodore Roosevelt. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there's no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeper, who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst knows if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that there will never be, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who never know victory nor defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, call to action. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been doing a lot. Let's do even more to support Jamaica land we love. Thank you.
Me did tell you, no say, him jokey. Thank you very much, Consul General Oliver Mayer. Give it up one more time for our new CG. One of my favorite philosophers, Socrates, said an unexamined life is a life not worth living. And so I believe that an examined life is one who gives back to at least one person in their lifetime. Are you ready to give back to Jamaica? Let me hear you say it now. Yes, thank you. All right. So last month I went to Jamaica and I asked a friend of mine to take me to Trenchtown. I'd never been to Trenchtown, and I said, I have to do a video of Trenchtown because I don't know. You just hear all kind of stories. And we drove through Trenchtown as he showed me where his house got burned down in December 1975. 75. His name is Blacker Ellis. So I think he's going to tell you the story. So let's welcome on stage Mr. Blacker Ellis. No. Mr. Blacker.
No, I am blacker.
No, man, you're whiter.
No, I'm redder. Thank you, Leo. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the MC for this evening, Mr. Leo Gillins there. Good evening. I know some of you looking and going, boy, I never see anybody so white in my life. And I talk so. Protocol, most honorable, P.J. Patterson, past Prime Minister. I'm glad you're now the most honorable, because before, when you were the right honorable, it never made no sense to me at all. Because you're a comrade, so you were always the left honorable as far as I was concerned. Do you understand that? I mean, you couldn't be the most left, because that is DK. We all know that, right? We could have called you Sir PJ, but if we made you a knight, then you'd have a problem with KD and DK. Whichever way you look at it, it would be a problem, KD, DK, either way, you know. And I thought you were an excellent Prime Minister. You gave us Jamaican people houses, car, and road to drive them on. So, I mean, some incredible achievements, really. We have a government now talking about carpet, but is you put the underlay for them to put the carpet on top of. Thank you very much. It's a serious thing. So, maximum respect, most honorable PJ. And of course, the Honorable Lascelles Chin. The word honorable does not even come close to bigging up your achievements and what you're doing with the Lascelles, the Lasco Foundation and everything. You are honorable, you are awesome, you are incredible, and incredibly, you are so humble at the same time. I think it's an amazing, amazing, amazing thing. And I want all of us to support it and help. Lasco is the powdered milk of human kindness. I'm eating up that all I'm doing, you know. So we have other dignitaries here, of course. We have Mayor Messam, who is the mayor of Miramar. we have other mayors as well. The Consul General, he's a mayor. You should have become a mayor, you know. Because then you could introduce yourself as Mayor. That would be fair. But you couldn't be the mayor of Miramar. You would have to become the dude from Dade. You know, that would be better. And we have other mayors as well, Lauderhill or Lauderdale Lakes or Hills or some Dale out of Lauder, I don't know. So, Lord of mercy. One of them. Respect to everyone. Oliver, wait there. Somebody see him there? I hide him say, no, don't shame me now. If ever there was an example of how you should look after at-risk youth and make them love you, it's Oliver, right there. It's a serious thing. I remember the time Oliver get carjacked, right? And them take him and them throw him down into the passenger well where the passenger foot go. And you know the size of Oliver, that was not an easy push, you know. Then push him down in there and take out his wallet. And thank God the robber could read. Can pull out his license and say, wait, Oliver, are you that? No, man, you're a godfather. You can live, man. So I remember one time a member of the other side of the house from yourself, most honorable, Babsy Granger asked me if I wanted to do a show down in GP. And I said, yes, man. Me want them know my face and make them laugh, you see. If that same thing happened to me as happened to Oliver, maybe I will get away. I don't know, you know. What are those things? So respect to everybody who is here and come to enjoy themselves. I came out because Blacker and I were trying to decide who should come on at this point and who is going to entertain in the piece afterwards. Because after we finish here with the talking and everything, we're going over, there's food, there's drink, there's music. Yeah, not if you come in free. No. Oh, no, have to pay for that. Anyway, so Blacker and I took a vote as to who was going to come on first. And we voted, but it's Florida, so we had to have a recount. I'll know them don't decide. They say that is not Blacker's signature, that is not Tony's signature. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so it go. And so really all I've come out here to do is tell you that there will be more entertainment. Black and myself, we're going to do a little piece over in, when I say we do a little piece, we're talking over there and enjoying ourselves and some more joke and laughter and stuff. And I'm not going to say anything more because come over that side and afterwards if you pay and we will entertain you over there as well. But right now, this gentleman is the gentleman from Trenchtown. He take me down there. I have made one short film from down there. And, you know, the amazing thing about Alaska Chin Foundation is the fact that I go down to places like Trenchtown, give school book. You know, you give a money to somebody. But I'm not teaching them what we're planning on teaching here with the Alaska Chin Foundation, to do the business, to work, to become entrepreneurs. That is what we always should be doing. I'm going to introduce you now to my brother from another mother. Ladies and gentlemen, please, Mr. Owen Augustus Blacker Elisa.
Oh my God. Oppressor, where are you going? Hey, must Jesus bear the cross alone and all the world go free? No, there's a cross for everyone. And there's a cross is for me. Hey. Oh, yeah. So there you go. Now you have seen it all now in black and white. So it means that it's legal. But good evening, everybody. Now I can tell you, I used to be a youth at risk. At risk of getting beaten from my auntie who grew me. Because I was raised by an aunt who was a fishmonger who put the V in vulgarity. And the P in profanity. She could have conjugated a bad word. Dramatized, physicalized, actualized every known bad word. And she would have her neck move on every syllable and come forward upon the clot. How I did? And when the words ran out, then she got physical. So I was born and raised at 6A Upper First Street, Kingston 12, a.k.a. Trenchtown, a.k.a. Rima. And I never got jail yet. Because I figure if my auntie who loves me can beat me so hard, imagine the police who don't like me. So I was a good boy. But Leah's right, my house, the house that I was born and raised in, was set on fire in New Year's Eve 75, on the cusp of New Year's Day 76. So I have lived through all the different things they call Jamaican violence, trench town, badness. But see me, I'm a good boy. And I can say that I have made it in life because I've been assisted at every step of the way by good people. I went to Trenchtown Primary School barefooted in grade 1. Go back in grade 2 barefooted, and in grade 3, a teacher, Miss Phyllis Wells, bought me a pair of shoes. Tarzan. But I could drive back into Trenchtown Primary School some years later as the school board chairman to appoint that same teacher as the principal. So, anybody can do anything. Anybody can do anything. You have to just want it badly enough and have people who can help you, assist you. So this idea of empowering at-risk youth is very, 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 very useful. Because Jamaican people, we are the best in the world. Jamaica is the best piece of rock on earth. I was there doing a show in New York at the show, and all those who are here from Jamaica, every hand go past legally. Yo. Because Jamaica is the best place to run from, come from. It's a wonderful place.